What's all this then? Afterstory, you say? Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Love Ribbon. I literally just woke up and noticed that the game had its Afterstory update that Raz was working on. It introduces it's basically an epilogue to the good ending, and we get to find out if Iris's dad, if he approves of this relationship or not, as well as some cute situations apparently between the two, between Iris and Zoe. So, without further ado, I had to play. I had to go back to my favorite game of this year so far. 1 year later. Uh-oh. I'm ready for this. Oh god. Okay. Let's not do this after all. Oh, come on. What's the harm? I just don't feel comfortable with this. It's not a big deal. Besides, I'm the only one here. We'll both come out at the same time. How about that? Count of 3, okay? 1, 2. Oh my god. 3. Zoe and I both emerge from our makeshift changing rooms at the same time. Standing before me is my little sister dressed in white and pink clothing with frills. The kind of thing she would never, ever wear. And next to her I stand in loose-fitting punk clothes, an ensemble I'm familiar with, yet which doesn't suit me in the slightest. Zoe, shut it. I know. I said I wanted to try this. I know, but that's just. I'm changing back. No, oh God, it's so funny. Don't be like that. It's all in good fun. Just humor me for a bit, okay? Fine, I'll put up with it, but only for a little while. Yes, just for a little bit. I giggle as Zoe caves in with surprising ease. Though still stoic and stubborn, Zoe has become far more accommodating over this past year. The fact that I finally managed to get her to play dress up with me is proof of that. This is so demeaning. Oh, come on, Zoe. Isn't this fun? For you, maybe. I feel like my soul is being sucked into a girly abyss. What a scary laugh. For months now, I've tried to get Zoe to try on clothes with me, but she would always have some convenient excuse prepared. Any time I attempted to try this in stores, she'd say a pesky sales associate would bother us, or that we didn't have the free funds to buy new clothes. But then I came up with the ingenious idea of using our own clothes for a swap. You really do look cute, though. No, I don't. Zoe sighs as I strike a victory pose. Ah, I feel so cool in your clothes. Watch out, world. This sexy chica is on a roll. Please don't ever use the word chica again. Zoe fakes an exaggerated gag as I laugh. Although we've grown quite close since becoming a couple, it hasn't really changed the dynamic between Zoe and I. I'd like to think that's because we need to keep up appearances. We do need to keep our relationship a secret after all. Neither one of us is stupid enough to tempt fate twice. But in reality, I think we've stayed much the same because that's simply the way we are. This is the Zoe I fell in love with after all. Oh, God. Oh. Stop being a sourpuss. Come on, say something cute. Fine. What should I say? Say some lines from a romantic movie. Something heartfelt, with watery eyes. Iris, I confess my love to you. Ah! The hell was that? It's a line from a romance movie or something. I don't know any movies where they say it in such a deadpan way. Come on, let it come from the heart. Fine. Iris? Zoe begins to speak and her voice becomes slightly breathless. Her dark eyes catch mine in the mirror. I don't want to be with anyone in this world except you. Wow. Was that good? Yes. I clench my chest to still my heart. What romance movie is that from? I don't watch romance movies, let alone memorize lines. I just thought that would be convincing. It was. Zoe rolls her eyes at my reaction, but she's smiling now. Alright, my turn now. Lowering my voice, I think up of a line to say that would fit my new persona. Sorry, baby, but I'm in love with the guitar. What? What's with that weird voice you're taking in? Wait, is that supposed to be me? My passion is music. It's the only life I know. I'm gonna get really mad. Stop making my voice sound so weird or something gross. It's supposed to be a cool rocker persona. There was nothing cool about that. How mean. It's just us here. There's no need to be self-conscious. Isn't this an enriching experience? Not the word I'd use. Honestly, though, if you wanted me to play dress-up, there's much better ways to go about it. I can't help it. It gives me a rush to just see you all flustered. Zoe averts her gaze as a slight blush appears on her face. Whatever, dress time is over. No! Not yet. Just a little bit longer. I break character as Zoe threatens to walk away. Fine, but hurry up. Thank you, Zoe. While thanking Zoe, I grab my phone from the top of the bed. Oh no. A few seconds later, I have the camera open, and before Zoe realizes what's going on, I snap a picture. Whoa! What do you think you're doing? Zoe thrusts her arm out, trying to block the lens. In response, I take a step back and take a few more shots. Lovely mademoiselle. Now, a shot from the back, if you would. Stop that. I explicitly said no photos. Aw, come on. I won't share them with anyone. Show your big sister a nice big smile. Never. What the fuck just happened to me? Wait, come back here. I was only playing. A few more photos, that's all I ask. Zoe runs out of the room, red in the face and clearly out of patience. As their schoolmate, her sister, and her lover, nobody knows how to get under Zoe's skin like I do. But as much as she claims to dislike playing with me like this, Zoe knows she can trust me to keep all this a secret. And at the end of the day, it's all in fun. Scenes like this are just one of the many ways we express our love. I love this. After our dress-up session this morning, I had gone to the store to pick up Zoe's favorite ice cream. It was to be a simultaneous apology and a thank you gift for this morning. It was a mundane thing, but somehow it really stuck out to me just how normal our relationship was. We've been living here in the city, enjoying our quiet moments at home together, while keeping up a friendly facade in public to avoid suspicion. It's been hard keeping our relationship a secret, but we managed to live together for over a year with no slip-ups. I deposit my bounty from the grocery store on the table and prepare to unpack. Before I can do that, however... Oh, Dad. Dad? Hey, sugar! How are you? I'm fine. I just got back from the store. Good. You're on your break, right? Yeah, semester ended, so I have a bit of time until next starts back up. And I decided not to take summer classes this time around. You're done with all your prerequisites now. Have you decided what you'll be doing after? Well... I stop in my tracks as my father bluntly asked the dreaded question. Not yet. Zoe had a nice show the other night. She said she made a lot of money in tips. Iris, I know this topic makes you uncomfortable, but it would be nice to talk about this. What's happened? You used to love school. Since you started college, that seems to have changed. It's not like that. I like school. I'd been avoiding talking about this for so long with my father, I'd almost hoped he'd forgotten. Truth is, I did love school, and college is fun. Way better than fucking high school and shit. But after 2 years, I was no closer to figuring out what I wanted to do with my life than where I started. At this point, I wanted to pick up a career book, point, and say that will be my job. But alas, I had no such thing. Why don't we talk about this at the house? I'll be back in town this weekend, and I'd love to see you. Oh, you're at the house now? Flying in for the weekend. I'll arrange for you to be picked up. Bring Zoe as well. Fuck it, why not? Oh, of course. She's been wanting to get out of the apartment, so she'll be happy about this. Ah, so you're still living together? Yep. Oh, I see. It's been several months since we last spoke, so I wasn't sure. Does Zoe have any plans to get an apartment of her own? What? No, why would she? At my blunt response to his question, my father goes silent. You and Zoe... My father trails off mid-sentence, as if making up his mind whether or not to continue. Iris, the two of you aren't still... Aren't still what? There's a stillness on the other end of the line. My heart begins to pound with dread as I sense my father's incoming question. Intimate? Okay. No, Dad. God, I mean, that was just an experimental phase, you know? All that. Please drop it, please drop it, please drop it, please. I see. So, have you found a man yet at college? Or a woman? Whatever way you lean. I never was quite sure. Ew, Dad. I don't want to talk about this stuff with you, okay? Iris, you don't have to be so shy. You can tell your father if you found someone. This is probably where a mother would be nice to have around. I'm sorry I never remarried. It's just after Diana, I gotta go, Dad. My friends are waiting. I'll see you this weekend. Okay, bye. Love you. Goodbye. Whew. That was an exhausting conversation. In a frenzy, I press the call out end button on my phone. I stare down at the blank phone, hoping that my father won't call me back. Oh boy. Wow. Oh, shut it. You don't know what it's like. You're right, I don't. He asked if we were intimate. We are. I'm not gonna tell him that. He's not an idiot. He probably knows something's up. He asked us to come visit the house this weekend. Oh, really? Guess it has been some time since we saw him in person. What am I gonna do? If he asks about us face to face, there's no way I'll be able to lie. People will believe that what do you want them to, especially parents. If Dad doesn't want to believe that we're still together, then he won't. I don't think that's gonna be that simple. Maybe I could hire someone to be my fake lover when I visit him. Yeah, that should throw off all the questions about us. Wait, seriously? Do you really want to go into the habit of solving everything with money? Yes. Perfect. Come on, Iris. Hiring someone is completely ridiculous. Let's go to the dinner and be normal, functioning members of society. Did I say the dinner? I meant the diner. No, it was dinner. Yeah. 2 ends. And then when he's not looking, I'll lean over and gently rub your thigh underneath the tablecloth. You're freaking me out. Take this a little more seriously. Okay, fine. I sigh and look down at the floor in defeat. Zoe comes over and squeezes me into her arms. It'll be fine. You'll see. I don't think so. ... I sighed loudly as Zoe rubs my back. Despite her assurances, I really don't know if that'll be the case. Just thinking about the visit is starting to make me feel incredibly anxious. You know, I was thinking that I'm ready for that photo shoot. Eh? Why don't we go back in the bedroom and you could pick out some more of your stuff for me to wear? Aww. I love you, Zoe. Oh, that's cute. Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go. After a long ride, the bus stops us off at a short ways away from our destination. We step out of the platform with our luggage in tow. There's a particular irony to riding a bus to a schwanky-ass mansion. Well, I'd feel pretty silly booking a taxi ride when the bus can get us here, and neither of us have a license for a rental car, so that's one thing about living in a city, I guess. No reason to get a car. Damn right. But in all seriousness, why the hell are you still wearing that uniform? The fact that your college even has a uniform is bad enough, and it looks the same as your high school one. Lilium College doesn't actually have a uniform code. It's an optional badge of honor that they offered for a modest fee. And this uniform is different from my old one. There are subtle differences, like better material and embroidery. Whatever you say. Anyways, it's good to remind Father that I'm proud of being a student. Just because you see me in my uniform doesn't mean he does. Just as Zoe begins to shake her head, I see a sleek black car pulling down the road and towards the bus stop. I think our ride is here. The black car comes closer until it stops directly in front of us. The driver's side door swings open and a man steps out of the car. He's dressed nicely and stands with great posture. Hello, ladies. I hope your ride over here went well. It did. I hand him my luggage and motion for Zoe to do the same. While the man begins to put our luggage into the trunk, Zoe slides up to me and whispers, "A driver? Butler, or manservant, or whatever you want to call it. I haven't met him in person before, but I spoke to him on the phone when I was setting up the trip." Seriously? A butler? I knew you were spoiled. I am not spoiled. And we didn't have a butler when I was a kid, only a housekeeper and a chef. Father must have been saving money in a two-in-one deal. Yeah, saving money. Set us up in a mansion or something if you're this loaded. Why? We have all we need. Food, shelter, and each other. Oh, that's so sweet. Don't you forget. Now let's say hi to Dad. Yes. At the mention of Father, the butler deposits the last of the luggage in the trunk and then turns to address me. Unfortunately, your father was called away on business shortly after you arrived. He asked me to be here and set up your stay at the house. What? You mean he's not here? Correct. Why didn't he call me, God? I asked him the same, but he didn't offer an answer. It would seem your father has trouble disappointing you, so he left me to smooth things over. Ah! I stamped my foot into the ground, crushing whatever was under my heel. I don't like the sound of that. What'd you kill? Please join me in the car when you are ready to depart. Stupid Dad. He just runs away. Talk about an avoidant personality disorder. Maybe that's where I got it from. Zoe doubles over as my elbow makes contact with her side. It was a joke. I'm officially in a bad mood. Let's just go already. I was kidding, Iris. Oh, seriously, why can't we live here? Why can't we live here? Zoe and I enter the main walkway of the house with our suitcases sliding on wheels behind us. Your bedroom has largely been preserved, minus the items you took with you to college. Why was that a bit British there? I've kept it clean in your absence. Thank you. And Miss Zoe will be staying in our guest bedroom down the hall. Right. The butler nods, picking up our luggage to carry to our rooms. When he's gone, Zoe once again slides closer and asks, "We're sleeping in separate rooms? That's how Dad set it up, I guess. So we'll sleep in the same room, right? I don't know. Why not? No Dad here. It's just a whole house all to ourselves. Too self-conscious to have some fun in your childhood home? This isn't my childhood home. Oh. I mean, we eventually settled here, but I lived in a lot of different apartments as Dad moved. You didn't have any childhood memories here? We didn't have this house until I was older, and by then I was going to Lilium. I do have fond memories of the Lilium dorms, though. We sometimes had midnight pizza parties and trick-or-treating on Halloween. So many fun events. You're lucky. The dorms back at my school were so terrible I wouldn't even know where to begin. I had a skirt that went down to my ankles for one, and my roommates smoked all the time. I never smoked myself, but I'd get blamed every single time my clothes smelled like cigarettes. No one believed it was my roommate since she looked so prim and proper. I still feel sick when I smell cigarettes now. Whoops, gotta repress those memories again, hold on. Boop. Wait, there we go. Ugh, I feel bad. You have such unpleasant memories of your time there. You don't need to feel bad, it's whatever. Meeting you is pretty much the best thing that's happened to me, honestly. Really? I'd probably have gone crazy by now if you didn't come into my life. I smiled, taking her hands into my own. Oh, they're so cute! Well, I'm here to stay. So how about I give you the tour? I've been here before. Oh. I came here directly after I got off the plane. Stayed for a few days before Dad shipped me off to you. Wait, really? I guess he never told you about that. Well, are we gonna have a flashback? Yep, flashback. Zoe, I have excellent news! News? Yes. The school had closed its admissions, but after a small donation, I was able to get them to squeeze you in. Your uniform will be mailed here in a day or so. Donation? Uniform? What are you talking about? My father, who I'd only met a few short days ago, is talking about a mile a minute as he suddenly enters the room. They had a sudden last-minute dropout, much to our luck. Lilia may be a prestigious school, but like all things, hands can be buttered. You'll only need to take a placement test to determine your classes, and then boom, you're in! Okay, I guess this is Zoe. I don't want to go to some stuffy school. Well, hopefully you will, because the donation isn't refundable. Your education is important, and as luck would have it, I have my daughter set up in an apartment nearby. It'll be a chance for you to reconnect. As opposed to me reconnecting with you? Zoe. I roll my eyes at his admonishment. I got more than enough of adults using that tone with me to get me back in school. But instead of scolding me, he sighs and sets down his glasses, rubbing his temples. As I watch him, my defiant attitude cracks. Zoe, I'm sorry. My job just keeps me very busy and unable to leave my office for long periods of time. Not to mention that I myself will be leaving on an important trip soon. You're more than welcome to stay with me here until I get your application approved. But then you are to live with Iris. Iris, the older sister. I think about how Father's eyes lit up as he talked about her earlier, or her life growing up in this stupid mansion. Just the thought of Iris makes me sick. Forget it. I don't need your charity. Yes, you do. Zoe, who do you have to help you over here? Do you have any money? Any means of finding a place to live? You've taken a flight here to get away from your old life, but you've come with nothing. And what's more, you're still in high school. Do you really plan to make a life for yourself without even earning your high school diploma? I'm offering you a place to live, rent-free, while you finish up your education. Please don't let your resentment of me stop you from seeing that this is what's best for you. I don't resent you, I thought it would be different. My father is silent, now unable to look in my direction. My words have struck him deeply. I stare down at my boots in shame. How could I have ever thought this would be a good idea? He's already raised his own daughter, the perfect Iris. The last thing he wants is another brat to babysit. I wanted to get out of that school so badly that I'd completely force myself into my father's life without even caring what his thoughts on the situation were. And now he just wants me to go. Shit, I'll just kill myself if I cry now. I snap to attention as a warm hand grips my shoulder. Zoe, I'm sorry for the circumstances in your life. I'm sorry I was not able to be there for you. And even now, I'm sorry I cannot give you this. It's not that I don't want you here. That isn't true at all. I think you are a lovely girl, and I look forward to getting you to know you as my youngest daughter in the future. But right now, this is what I can offer you. Iris will be the pillar of support you need. I want you two to become close and love each other. I glance over at the many pictures adorning the wall of Iris. They follow her age from childhood to youth to young adult. The perfect girl with the perfect life. Lilium is a beautiful campus with healthy meal plans that are provided free of charge. The surrounding city is safe as well. And you will love Iris, Zoe. She is a wonderful girl who never wishes ill upon anyone. Oh, great. One of those. Please, Zoe. Just say you'll try. Fine. Good. This will be just what you need, I'm sure of it. I'll finish preparations for your enrollment then. Well, see, we got to know what was in her mind that whole time. Wow. You never told me about any of this. I guess I blocked it out. I mean, I get here and he tells me I have to live with my perfect older sister and go to a school that's full of rich yuppies in uniforms. Basically, it would be just like how it was at my old school. Talk about a nightmare. I guess looking at it from that perspective, I can't blame you for being bitter about our arrangement. No, that was just... Well, that was years ago. I mean, I've changed a lot since then. Yeah, you have. That all sounds like Dad, though. But he's not a bad man. I never said he was. I just had these pathetic fantasies of bonding with my real father for most of my life. Well, it's not too late. Dad is busy, but he will make time for you if you ask. No, it's all right. I already got everything I wanted and more from you, Iris. Oh God. That's so cute. Oh. Oh, God. Nighttime has befallen the mansion. Things happen. After dinner, Zoe and I had a place to ourselves. We decided to take a walk outside the house and eventually settled on the steps in front of the garden. That was a decent dinner. A bit healthy for my taste. I mean, what the fuck am I doing? Why'd I, like, switch from, like, Zoe's to Iris's? I don't understand. Whew. That was a decent dinner. A bit healthy for my taste, though. Yeah, Dad is all about not polluting the body with chemicals and stuff. Guess the butler went off of his instructions. Where is that butler guy, anyway? Home? I don't think he lives here. He just takes care of things while Dad is away. Oh? So it's just us now. Uh-oh. Zoe's arm moves around my shoulders and pulls me close. We have this whole mansion to ourselves. No one else is around. Zoe, no. Come on. Her fingers begin to slide up my thigh and under my skirt. I pinch her hand and she pulls it away. We're outside. So? Butler guy is gone and so is Dad. Let's have some fun. This is just asking for something bad to happen. Fine, fine. I guess we'll head back home tomorrow. Not much point in staying the whole weekend since Dad didn't bother to tell us he wouldn't be here. Still mad about that, huh? Honestly, I think I'm relieved. Just a little. I spent the whole ride over thinking about things I would say to him. Now I don't have to worry about it. We're scot-free. I feel guilty. It's like you've been avoiding him. What? That's not true. Father has always worked a lot, and this is no different. I feel like you haven't been calling him as much as you need to. I'm an adult now. We're busy, alright? Right. Zoe doesn't seem convinced. I decide to fess up. I guess it's just everything. Our relationship, school, my meandering path in life. It's made it hard to talk to him. It's been 2 years since I've been at college, but I still have no idea what I want to do with my life. I've finished up all the prerequisites and cost Dad a ton of money on what was basically recaps from high school. I've been so carefree at college, but if I make one wrong move now, my whole life could be affected. I just feel like I failed him. Jesus, Iris. I'm really pathetic. I had a clear path my whole life planned out for me, and now that I have to choose my own, am I that lost without someone telling me what to do? Sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into a total downer. You're not alone, Iris. Many have been in your place. I just wish I could get to the part where I have it all figured out. Well, maybe telling your dad all this will help. My carefree mood from earlier is gone, dampened by the wet blanket of reality. All I could do is shrug. Zoe, or Zoe, she's just like talking to herself. Iris, sorry, I wasn't trying to depress you. It's not your fault. It's not like this stuff just popped up overnight. I've been refusing to face it for a while now. Zoe is silent as I stew in my thoughts. I hadn't meant for the topic to turn so heavy, but I couldn't help myself as I started to vent to her. Hey, why don't we go somewhere else for a bit? Somewhere else? Anywhere but the city. We could be a normal couple just for a little bit. I want to get away from everything that's been stressing you out. Someplace you can relax. Maybe. Where would we go? Well, what about camping? Ew. That's literally my reaction to camping. Ew. What are you, a child? Pick somewhere nice, like a resort hotel or a cruise. How spoiled are you? Zoe laughs and shakes her head, smiling. You really don't want to be with nature? Lying under the stars, caressing each other's bodies? That sounds great until an ant crawls up my leg and bites my butt. Plus days of long hiking and no showers, ugh. Or a raccoon eats our food, and a mountain lion shows up, or we get harassed by a machete guy. Good grief. How can someone so smart be so impractical? Maybe smart people don't want to have stuff get on them while they walk around. Stuff? You mean dirt? You really don't want to find a hidden stream, take off our shoes and dip our feet in the cold water? Our eyes meet as we kiss, the waterfall and sun rays. How long have you been thinking about this? That was like an entire scenario planned out. I've been cooped up in the apartment for a while, okay? I've been going a little stir crazy. That's true, you haven't gotten out much or have been getting much work lately either. Ooh, ouch, yeah. Zoe wilts a little. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I rub her back as she sighs. After you skip town like I did, word gets around. Nobody wants to hire a flake. I was kind of hoping you'd finish your schooling and we could just move somewhere else. New city, new life, new job prospects, you know. I mean, we've been here for 3 years. It's been 5 years for me. I actually like this city, you know. I just feel like we've exhausted all its possibilities. I mean, I can't kiss you or hold you in public without you worrying someone will see. If we moved, we'd have a totally fresh start. You can't tell me that doesn't make you want to think about it. Okay, I'll give it some thought. So, like, camping? Get away from all my worries, huh? Change your mind? Yeah, it'd be nice to be a normal couple for once. In public, anyway. We sit quietly together, enjoying the view of the stars. Though you can still see them in the city, it's nothing compared to this. As we stargaze, Zoe springs an unexpected question. Do you think you'll ever tell Dad about us? No. Really? Even when we're old spinsters and live our whole lives unmarried? If your daughter was in love with your other daughter and wanted a relationship with said daughter, what would you even say? I don't know. You'd probably think you were a bad parent or something. That you failed your daughter so badly they were driven to an incestuous relationship. Is that what you think about us? No. Sister or no sister, I would have wanted to be with you. Good. Me too. But that's not what Dad or any sane parent would think, you know? No one would think their children doing what we do is a good thing. No matter how much you love your daughters, you'll always beat yourself up about what went wrong. And that's why I'll never tell him. Zoe is quiet, choosing instead to stare at the ground. Not that I blame her. I keep letting the topic shift to uncomfortable places. These dilemmas that have filled me with anxiety for the past year, I can't seem to stop myself from letting them out. Iris, I think you should talk to Dad. I think you should tell him. You can't keep dancing around him like this. There's just no way. I know how you must feel, but I don't think he's going to disown you. Disown me? I just mean he's not Mom. You can actually talk to Dad without him shutting you down and making you feel horrible. I think you should realize how important that is. What am I saying? I don't mean to force you into this. I just want you to feel better. I don't want this to be on the back of your mind all the time. Zoe squeezes my knee before getting up off the steps. I'm gonna go get my phone and look at the travel ticket deals. All this serious talk. I could use a distraction. Alright. I love you. I love you too. Aww. Oh, so everything's getting sad. Zoe gives me a quick kiss before she leaves. I watch as her figure recedes into the house, leaving me to my thoughts. Not only is it morally wrong to love Zoe, but legally speaking, it's also unacceptable for us to. But even so, I have chosen this path with Zoe. Out of all the people on this earth, my own sister is the one who made me feel these things. Zoe. That's right, I did choose this path, and so did she. We chose this because we loved each other over all others. It's with that thought in mind that I pick up my phone and begin to dial. Oh God, click. Dad? Honey! Honey? Hi! My dad's voice is cheerful as he picks up, but also a bit tired. I can tell he's had a long day at work. Listen, I'm sorry I couldn't be at the house. I hadn't planned for this, but the company... Well, you know how it is. I know, it's okay. Listen, do you have a minute to talk? Oh, well, honey, why don't we save it until... No, Dad, please. If we don't do this now, I'll lose my nerve. There's a silence on the other end of the line. After that sudden outburst, I can't blame him. But I really won't be able to do this if I think any more about it. I hear movement, the shuffling of computer chair wheels, and then the sound of a door closing. All right, Iris. I have time to talk. I'd like to go on a trip somewhere during my break, so I probably won't be around for the following week. All right, so you need some money? Just use the card. That's why I gave it to you after all. No. That's not it. You see, I'm going on a trip with someone. That's fine. You deserve a little break. I could pay for the... No, Dad, let me finish. I take several slow breaths. Calm down. Calm down. Earlier, you asked me if I was seeing someone, and I am. Really? Well, that's great. And I'll be going with them on this trip. So I see. You're that close already? Dad, it's Zoe. Silence on the other end. I can't hear my father's breathing or any other indicator of his mood. The tension is so thick it's starting to become cloying, and I can't bring myself to say anything either. My hands are clammy now for gripping my phone so tightly. At this point, I want to hang up like I've done before, but it's far too late now. Zoe? He says her name not as a question, but as a statement of fact. Yes? Your sister, Zoe. I see. You see? I heard what you said about your sister, yes. I wait, paralyzed, for what my father will say next, but nothing comes. After what feels like several minutes of silence, I get the courage to speak. Dad? I don't know what to say, Iris. I'd always suspected you two were, but I'd hoped. Hoped? A loud sigh is his response. I can picture my father alone in his office with his face buried in his hand in shame from his daughter's incestuous relationship. At this mental image of my despondent father, the tears I'd been holding back break loose in hysterical sobs. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to fall in love with her. I didn't mean to. Anguish overtakes me as loud sobs force their way out of my body. I've completely lost it now. Okay, game! You're starting to make me cry again. You fucking... My dad sounds so disappointed. Iris, calm down. I try my best to stop sobbing, stilling them into pathetic hiccups after several seconds. Listen. He's quiet again, collecting himself for what he's about to say next. Iris, the only thing I've wanted for you is for you to be happy. I can't say I understand this, because I don't. Out of all the people on this earth who you could live a happy life with, no hardships, how your flesh and blood sister is the one you've chosen is not something I can wrap my mind around. I can't always protect you like I did before. It just won't be possible, especially with the difficult path you've sealed for yourself and Zoe. I know. I hear my father sigh. But if Zoe is truly the one who makes you happy, if she's truly the one you love, then I won't get in your way. Oh, God! Stop it, tears. I've got to go now, honey. Hugs and kisses. Hugs and kisses. With a click from the other line, our call ends. Tears freely fall from my eyes. My dad had told me all I wanted to hear. I shakily lowered the phone. Dad hadn't accepted my relationship with Zoe, but he hadn't shunned it either. He hadn't cast me out. He didn't yell at me. And he hadn't despised me for having a taboo relationship with his own daughter. And that was more than enough. Hey, Zoe, did you hear? A bit. Do you think he was alright with it? Honestly, I don't know. He wasn't upset, but he didn't exactly approve. But it wasn't for the reasons that I thought. How'd you know that he wouldn't react badly? Because I love you and I know he does too. Do you feel better? A little. I don't know. I guess I feel weird. I guess admitting you're banging your relative isn't all that it's cracked up to be, huh? Take this more seriously, Zoe. Fine, just trying to lighten the mood. Come here, you look like you're about to pass out. A soothing embrace slowly wraps around me. I feel just exhausted. I'm here. I smile, returning her embrace. Yeah, you are. Oh, that's so cute. Well, oh my God. Okay. Alright, say, yay camping! At a resort hotel? Boo! Don't be like that. Okay, now this one with a kiss on the cheek. Mwah! Did you get it? I didn't hear the phone click. You did it a bit too fast. I'm not very good with taking selfies. Here, one on the lips. There we go. But this is for my FaceTime account. How about the private collection? Like those nude photos of you? Ugh, I can't believe you just keep those on your phone. It's my wallpaper. No! I'm kidding. Pfft, one of these days you're gonna give me a heart attack. I gaze out at our surroundings. There are so many trees and cute animals running around. This place is really beautiful. Just us in the great outdoors. The hiking trail has a Segway rental with a paved path. There's vending machines every half mile on the Segway trail. Wow. Wow, you just can't be satisfied, can you? I'll have to make sure you're extra happy tonight to keep down your complaining tomorrow. Who's complaining? You almost cried when you found out the bus ride was going to be 5 hours long. There was no internet, and you didn't let me bring any of my studying materials. I had a right to cry. Yeah. Zoe affectionately runs her hand through my hair, which is now much shorter. Do you really like it? I wasn't sure what you'd think when I got it cut. I do. It looks cute on you. But you could be bald and I'd still think you were cute. No way. I'd probably have a weird shaped head or something. What an odd thing to worry about. So, ooh. Zoe draws me close, pressing her lips to mine. Snap, snap. I hear the phone shutter noise snapping several times as we playfully kiss on the hillside view. Let's see how they turned out. Oh, damn, most of them are out of focus. It's a little hard to snap a selfie when you're kissing. Good point. Zoe flips through the gallery of failed photo ops with a frustrated sigh. Then she looks up as a man is riding past. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing, Zoe? Stop it! Yes? The man gets off his Segway and Zoe hands him the phone. Will you take a picture of me and my girlfriend, please? Oh, sure, no problem. Zoe returns to my side as the man sets up for a photo. When she moves in for a kiss, I pull away. What? He doesn't care? Come on. Zoe moves her lips to mine once more, and I try to strike a natural pose for the photo. I hear the fake phone shutter go off and Zoe pulls away. There you go, ladies. Thanks. Cheerfully, Zoe takes the phone back. This is so embarrassing. Okay, the good news is it's in focus. The bad news is it looks like you're being forced to kiss a porcupine. Because you asked that random guy. Oh, lighten up. He clearly didn't give a shit. I guess you're right. We're here enjoying our time together without our usual worries of secrecy. Sorry. Still trying to get over the tears. I'm so happy. I guess I've been so used to hiding it. See, this is totally why we should move out somewhere else and have a fresh start. Yeah, I said I'd give it some thought. Either way, Zoe pulls me in for another kiss, sans photo. I'm enjoying our time here right now. Zoe meets my eyes with a loving gaze. When Zoe looks at me like that, I feel like the whole world just comes to a stop. But we'll need to sucker someone else if we want a good kiss photo. Let's throw some rocks on the path so the next wheeled Guy Mobile has to stop for us. Guy Mobile. No, Zoe, stop, that's rude! I yank Zoe away from the rock pile. As I deter Zoe from her terrible plan, a thought pops into my head. We should send one to Dad. A photo? Yeah. Go for it. What? Now that I think about it, he doesn't have a picture of both of us. I'm a bit nervous to send it. Iris. No, never mind. I won't send it. Give me that. Zoe takes the phone from my hands before I can stop her and quickly swipes through. Sent. Hey. I bop her on the shoulder, laughing. It's nice to see you so carefree. It makes me happy. I nod, nuzzling her shoulder. I couldn't be happier than right here with you. Oh, me too. Oh, God. Even though we hide our love from others, even though there are precious few places we could be a couple, we still love each other more than ever. So we'd face our future and everything in it. Oh, God. Oh. I loved this. Oh, and he put it on the wall. Oh my God. What? Ooh. I have no words. It's so beautiful. God damn it. Tears, get back in there. You know what? I don't even care. I don't care if I'm crying. These are happy tears. Well, first they were sad tears from the whole, things, and then it got happy. And now I'm sitting here with tears coming out of my... You can hear it in my voice. I don't have to fake this. I've never faked anything in my life. But that was so happy. Now that was what I call an awesome ending epilogue. Oh, Jesus. What is that? Is that how it is? Or do I just click? Oh, okay. So I was just like, what, is something else gonna happen? The moment where, like, The photo is on the wall. Oh, God. Their dad's the best. They're all the best. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. And I hope you cried as much as I did too. Sorry. Can't help it. Whew. Well, Raz, you fucking genius.